here we go with activity 1, design 320, week 14. Now, these kind of show as being in order, but they aren't. You can do them in any order or mix of order, and you might even see as you're going along that you need to make some minor changes or significant changes. So we'll talk about these all at once, but this is your exterior. So the exterior finish, what are those materials like? Doors and windows. I happen to get mine from the 3D warehouse because I'm doing SketchUp. And if appropriate, which it is for the design that I'm demonstrating with, add access to the second floor. So I'm going to give you just a little rundown here of what yours might look like. My expectation is that your SketchUp skills are coming along. If you have any questions like, oh, how did you do that? I'm having a hard time with something, then just get a hold of me, and either during office hours or on my schedule or during lab hours, and ask, and I'll go ahead and do it. But here's sort of the evolution of what I did on the external. I had my original, which I had considered making out of 4 modules. Yours doesn't have to be that way at all. It can be significantly different. But I created a new file. I made a copy of my old file and I got rid of what I didn't want to see. And I made a new file. And then I looked at it and said, okay, I think I can make a module, a group out of this thing at the bottom. So you can see that. And I've just added some stuff to it. And my notes said that there was going to be CMU with corrugated steel upper wall. So I've done that, and I found some doors and I found some windows. I actually made a step and then drew a line, you can see, and I went copy, 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 copy. And once I got a lot of them, I copied a lot of them. And I knew I'd be putting something on the top, so I made a landing for it right off the bat. Looking at where I thought I might need some stuff, I put some windows and doors on that module. And this one's a little bit bigger, so I made 2 doors and a set of windows. And that was my goal. And then I did these little things on the top. I made something, and I didn't put as many windows in. It's much smaller. I just tried to see if I could do something that looked like it would be useful and worthwhile. And I think it worked out. So I made 2 groups. Okay, once I made the groups, I needed to start putting them together something like this. And so I put the 2 bottom pieces together. And quite frankly, I didn't put them in a very good spot. I had to move them later on. But once those were there, then I could start placing these upper ones. And notice I did make a little bit of a change. Okay, it doesn't quite look like that anymore. But I really felt that I wanted to use this module as is rather than move the doors and stuff around. So I reconfigured where they were. And so here I have my landing, and I have 4 feet and a little patio over here, 8 feet. And look, it's not going to look like that. It's going to be a regular solid surface. But for what we're doing, this gives somebody enough to go by. Okay, so once I got that done, you can see there's my whole entire activity, kind of start to finish. Here were my 2 modules. And look, I didn't even do a great job here, but it's good enough for my mass model. And here's my south view, external of the buildings. And then hopping around to the other side, I've got my north view. And of course, I could always make additional views to show where the access is. There we go. That is pretty much my exterior features. I've got windows and doors. I've got columns and porches. I don't have any railings. I know there's going to need to be railings, but I do have kind of some balconies. And I do have my appropriate external stairs, columns. As I said, I don't have ramps or railings. But that's the level of complexity that, or simplicity that I'm hoping that you will create.